Johnson with INTV. Today is April 3rd, 2014. We have some great news for you today, but first off, let's check out what not to do with an alligator.
Gotcha!
Oh, April Fools might be a little late, but it is April 3rd. Thank you, Regan. You just got to meet our new filmer, our new part of our team, INTV Team Action News, which is right now. I'm Nolan Weiss.
And I'm Jeffrey Jorgensen. If you see her on the streets, be sure to get in front of the camera, say hi, and maybe she'll hit you up for an interview.
Yeah, we love to get that beautiful face on our TV, so please get in front of the camera and say hi to INTV and everybody else.
If you are friends with us on Facebook, on INTV, you may have seen some rumors floating around about our network, Viacom, one of our networks, Viacom, dropping some channels from our lineup.
But thank goodness those are just rumors, because we have set agreements with Viacom. NCTC, where we get our lovely lineup from, is making actually some headway with Viacom. So some pretty good news in the horizons. But make sure to check out all the upcoming news with NCTC and Viacom and all your cable networks.
And we'll keep you posted as well. This isn't the first time that Viacom has made these threats, or it's not the first time that they have actually pulled their network off of stations such as DirecTV. That happened, I think, early last year.
Yep, and they're still off. And don't think that this is just going to happen here locally. It is happening everywhere. So make sure, again, pay attention to these and get your voice out there. TV on My Side is a great website. That's tvonmyside.com to check out all the updates from NCTC and such big companies like Viacom that are trying to take away your cable networks.
A major landslide took place weeks ago that turned into a travesty. This took place in Osa, Washington, 50 miles north of Seattle.
Definitely a destructive and devastating tragedy right here. Huge mudslide. The missing count has rose, and the death toll has rose too, which is unfortunate for our Washington state. But a lot of people are coming together, getting that debris and cleaning up the area, and hopefully, you never know, they might find somebody still alive in that rubble.
Very devastating. This landslide is so big that it can be seen from space, which is
really
very, very crazy.
Yeah, and it's sad too that in 2008 there was a similar landslide at the exact area, and they just weren't ready for this massive landslide.
I don't know if it's true or not, but Eddie was telling me that this is the biggest natural disaster in Washington since Mount St. Helens.
Wow.
Yes. Very, very sad.
Our hearts and prayers do go out to the families that lost their loved ones and the people that are going through this tragic time. And to donate, we have our a page where you can send donations. I know they're getting a lot of donations in, a lot of huge help, but please, if you have the time and the money, donate to OSO and the families that are in need.
I know that you guys have been biting your nails in anticipation, waiting for this all year long, and we bring it to you every year. Our very own Bill Harrison with his robots down at Radio Shack. We caught up with him, and he was showing off his new projects.
Robots.
I won the line maze contest at Robothon with this.
Where is Robothon at?
In Seattle.
Okay.
It's the Seattle Robotics Society's big event.
What's that robot called, and what does
This
it
one's
do?
Ray.
Ray.
And it's a line maze robot. And what it has to do is there's a line maze searchers, which that one used to be. Searcher means it can find the end, but it won't remember how it got there, so it would just have to search again. I don't mind if I'm building this particular thing. It's the technology I'm interested in. So when I'm designing these things, it's just kind of a fun thing to do, a line maze. But what I'm designing is things that control LEDs, things that control motors. I have sensors, I have some algorithms in the processor, and I could use, for other things like this. I didn't make this control thing, but I could have. I made these cases. I used this sort of stuff, and some plastic, and it made the cases. But you can control lights, you know, with robotic stuff. You can, you know, control temperature in a house, or, you know, whatever you want to control. For a while I was doing every Thursday. I was coming here from 4 to 6 to sort of do like a workshop-ish chat about robots sort of thing. But not enough people were showing up, so I decided that, well, I'd leave it to the April 1st thing, see how much interest shows up, and then, but I'm really happy to show people how to make stuff work and talk to them about stuff. The only problem he has is that the red one has a lot more traction than the other guy. So this is more of a test of batteries, huh? Aha! Red one wins.
Thank you, Bill Harrison, for that amazing robot show. Once again, like Jeff said, you can enjoy every single year, April 1st, down at Radio Shack in Cle Elum, and see some cool robots and the competition winners that he has, too.
Speaking of competition, that background logo, that's no bueno.
Man, I think that's from our new filmer. She didn't know what she was doing. But it's okay. Thank you, Eddie, for blurring it out. We don't like to see that ugliness around our town or on our TV show.
Or on the side of your houses.
Yeah, that's around town.
Yeah.
That's the ugliness around town.
We have a grand opening of the new sheriff station in downtown Cle Elum. This is at the old Coast to Coast building.
Coast, you're going there?
I'm
Coast
going
to
there.
Coast
I don't
building?
know. Yeah.
Wow.
Mean, it's been
Who
a while.
remembers that it's the Coast to Coast building?
I remember the old owners of the Coast
Oh
to
yeah,
Coast
me too.
building.
And they had a hyena in that room. They had a stuffed hyena.
They had tons
Of
of
bison?
stuffed animals.
Sorry, we're rambling, but here is the new sheriff station that Regan got.
The purpose of the substation is to help bring the sheriff's office services to the Upper County residents so that they don't have to travel all the way to Ellensburg, even though it's not that far. But for a lot of people, you know, if they live and work up here, traveling an hour round trip to renew a gun permit is not an ideal situation, especially with the price of gas. Having this office open, even just one day a month for right now, will allow people to just stop in. You know, it takes 5 or 10 minutes to do a gun permit. If they need to get fingerprinted for a job or employment or anything like that, they can come in. Again, it takes 5 or 10 minutes, unless the line is long, and then they'll have to wait. But you know, that's the goal is to better serve Upper County, not just Cle Elum or Roslyn or Ronald, but Snoqualmie Pass, Easton, you know, all of those areas. I mean, if you live on Snoqualmie Pass and you want to get a report request, you have to drive an hour right now. So they can come here and at least fill out the paperwork, and then we can work with them on mailing them the report, that type of thing, so that they're not having to travel as far. The hope is to open it more down the road when we're better staffed in the Ellensburg office, so that we can actually serve the public, you know, more than just once a month, but maybe once a week.
The sheriff's office is sharing a wall with the Upper Kittitas County District Court, and I think it is a major improvement for the better. For the better. If you haven't seen it, be sure to go in there, take a look around. I'm sure all the CSRs down there would be more than happy to show you around the building.
Thank you, Jill Beadle, for that interview. Great job, and that office looks beautiful. And like Jeff said, it's going to be really nice when you get pulled over. You can go to the state deputy or the state troopers, and then you can go to court right next door, right in the same building.
They'll just arrest you, haul you in, and you just pay your ticket right there, and they'll send you on your way.
So you're on your way to jail.
The convenience factor, that's what we're all about in the Upper Kittitas County.
Pretty nice.
The 133rd Army Band Brigade is going to be taking place on April 12th. This is going to be held at the Swaktianaway Grange. If you missed it last year, you can check it out on INTV, but at the same time, it's nothing compared to seeing it live.
Yeah, why sit there and enjoy it, the luxury of your own TV, when you can enjoy it live at the Swaktianaway Grange? It's coming up. It's a free concert, April 12th at the Swaktianaway Grange. They'll have some great homemade desserts from the Grange members, and you can donate and help out the 133rd Army Band that comes to Swaktianaway Grange every single year. And again, like Jeff said, enjoy them on INTV.
Our good friend David Smith lost his leg in a motorcycle accident. He is a veteran, and our hearts and prayers go out to him, and we pray for a fast recovery. Gunner's Coffee Cabin is raising funds in his honor, and there has been an account set up at Wells Fargo, and they're also having a benefit dinner for $25 a plate taking place on April 13th.
So please get down to Gunners and help out this veteran, David Smith, that comes from Cle Elum, an amazing person, and unfortunately had this accident with his Harley, which is no bueno at all. But fast recovery, David, and we are sorry for that.
We pray for a fast recovery. We know that you're a strong person, David, and our hearts and prayers are with you.
Polar Plunge is coming up once again at Lake Easton. This is going to be a great Freezing for a Reason time, and you can raise some money for the kids of the Upper Kittitas County. This is very important. Get your teams in because the deadline is upon us. So please get out there, support the money, and jump into Freezing for a Reason, Lake Easton. Jeff, you're not going to be there?
No.
What are you, a big chicken?
Yeah, I am. If I want to jump into an icy cold water, I would...
Go snowmobiling in Lake Cleonum?
Yes. The ARF Doggy Easter egg hunt is taking place on the Coal Miners Trail. Be sure to get your doggy out there and collect as many eggs as possible. This is going to be held on April 12th at 1 p.m. $10 donation is being asked for a good cause.
There are a lot of things going on April 12th, so make sure to get that calendar out and mark all these great things. This helps ARF Animal Rescue and gets their animal shelter one step closer to being built in the Roslyn area. So please get out there, raise some money for ARF Animal Rescue of the Upper Kittitas County.
The third annual Flashlight Easter egg hunt is taking place, and it's going to be held at the Cleellum Roslyn Elementary School Field on April 19th.
Can't wait. I'm just anticipation's just getting to my nerves. I just can't stop moving because the Flashlight Easter egg hunt is probably one of the best events that goes on locally. That is, I don't know, the best prizes, the funnest activities. You're going on an Easter egg hunt in the middle of the night.
The greatest time.
The greatest time.
Yes, it is.
This is going to be the third year for me, and I am so excited. And I hope you're excited, and I hope you have your tickets ready. You can go get them at Gunners and other selective places around the Upper Kittitas County, but wherever you can find them, get your tickets and get to this Flashlight Easter egg hunt. It's for a great
Tons
cause.
of great prizes, and it is sponsored by our very own Inland
What's their
Networks.
main prize?
It's a trip to California.
It's a great old Anaheim, California.
Yep.
Can't
And
beat that.
no one ever finds that egg. I'm
No.
pretty sure it gets pocketed somehow.
Yeah, somebody's like, oh, that egg just didn't make it.
Yeah.
Oops.
It's probably like way up in a tree or something.
I know, I've always just found Snickers and some McDonald's ice cream cones.
I got a couples massage.
You got a couples massage.
I
How
did
was
get a
that?
couples massage. It's fantastic.
It was just a good rub down. It's a good rub down. It's a good rub down.
I gave it to my parents.
Let's go to Randy with the movie review. Randy?
Hey, it's Randy Winkler again, your friendly neighborhood movie reviewer. This week I'm doing Divergent. Oh, Divergent. I've been waiting for this one for a while. I saw previews for it quite a while ago. It's in the future. Most of the world has been, well, it doesn't matter. It's in the future and most of the world has been destroyed or whatever. And they have this community. And in the community, they have a way of doing things where there's like 5, I'm not going to go through all of it, but there's 5 different types of people. There's the warriors, and there's the farmers, and there's the people that run the place, and there's a couple more. Anyway, at 18, everyone takes a test, and after the test, they're told what they think they should be, and then they're given the choice of deciding which caste they want to be in for the rest of their lives. And they can choose, even though they've taken a test. If it's different, they can still choose to be in one of the other castes. But if they don't make it, then they're just out and they're just living on the street, and it's not good. So anyway, this is a story about people who are divergent. They take the test, and for whatever reason, the test doesn't work on them, and they're different. They don't function the same way the other people do. They can do all the things that the other people are like really good at 1 or 2 things. These people are good at everything, and so but then because of that, everybody's out to get them, and one of the factions is trying to take over the world and stuff. So it's really a little convoluted, but still really good. I enjoyed it. The actors were good, a lot of young actors, and I just really enjoyed it. I'm going to give it a 4. I definitely think you should go see it. It's a new way of doing some stuff, kind of the same old thing, but a new way of looking at it. So as always, enjoy the movies at the Roslyn Theater and watch INTV on Channel 3.
Thank you, Randy, for that outstanding movie review. Doing a great job. Divergent, 4 stars. Jeff, you going to be watching this one here pretty soon? You love those Hunger Games, Teen Wolf movies. Well, Teen Wolf's cooler than...
Teen Wolf is
what movie am I thinking of? No, it's not. It's a movie with Michael J. Fox.
It's a TV show on MTV, is it not?
Well, Teen Wolf used to be. It was the best movie ever in my eyes with Michael J. Fox.
The only thing I didn't get about Teen Wolf, the movie, is I don't get how a werewolf would make you a better basketball player. How is that possible?
Because his dad was an all-star, and all you have to do is just put a little hair
and it makes you
everywhere,
better, and it makes you
you're a better basketball player.
I don't know about that.
You can dunk. You can surf on vans.
I did see.
Don't do that though.
I did see Mr. Peabody and Sherman.
Yeah, how was that?
It was fantastic.
They don't really make kids movies bad though.
It was funny though, because I went with my nephews, and my middle nephew Tannen, he was like, "Is this exactly how the cartoon was back when you used to watch it as a kid?" I was like, "No, they used to use crayons."
Yeah, it was
and flip papers.
It was a 1D.
Yeah.
You could only see half of their face at a time.
No animation, really.
No.
You know, back in the old days when we had the old tube TVs in black and white.
Yeah,
no
with the
clicking
wood border.
remotes, yeah.
Love it.
Your remote control used to be hooked up to your TV with a wire.
No, that was a Nintendo controller.
Oh, dang it. I'm getting it mixed up.
Yeah, you might have.
And now moving on to Civic News!
In South Clallam City Council news, they met April 1st, 2014, where they weren't joking around. They were talking about what they thought about the Y grounds and the proposal for the new road to cut across to make traffic less burden and to make it easier for all those people going up to P.O. Point, West Side Road, and some of those people that are actually going to South Clallam.
Very few.
In Jeff's opinion, but making it easier for them. And here's a clip from that South Clallam City Council meeting.
Would it be reasonable to ask the city of city of Clallam to probably give us a rendering of what this project is going to look like? I have never seen any drawings or anything that show how the street is going to be configured, where it's going to intersect South Clallam Way at, and since we're probably using it more than folks in Clallam are using it, wouldn't it be prudent to have some information as to how this street is supposed to interface with South Clallam Way? And
there was a picture in the paper, it's been a while back, but I think it comes into South Clallam Way on the north side of Fisher's, since Fisher don't want to give anything up.
I think it'll be.
If you asked me, I think I watched...
I'm asking you, Jeff, what do you think about that?
I watched last week's city council for the Clallam City Council, and that guy who remained anonymous, he had some very good points. I think a roundabout at the original stoplight isn't a bad idea. I don't think it's a bad idea. I think it would bring some better look to the town, some more. It would be more presentable, and it would make the means of access going through South Clallam a lot easier. I don't know.
Wow.
Maybe that's just me.
I don't know. I don't know. Thinking about a roundabout in the middle of town does not sound like a very wise thing because you have so many semi-trucks and bigger trucks coming down Safeway Hill that it could get clustered right there. And we know how the Roslyn one is. People don't know how to go a roundabout still to this day. I don't think Clallam would do a much better job.
I think that we would.
What's wrong with putting a road straight through that Y Park that we don't use? That's never only been used one time in the 29 years of my life. Twice. The rodeo roundup and
three times. So it's been used for the rodeo roundup and then the pig cookout. Pig cookout 2 years in a row. And then we got claimed as the state finals for the pig cookout. We never did it again.
We never did it again. A 1 year hitter, no quitter.
Yeah.
Or we're quitting. Yeah, I think it's an important road to be definitely looked at, not just tabled and forgotten about. I think this will help traffic in the downtown Clallam area, especially when the pass closes and it is nonstop traffic downtown Clallam. This would help.
I think a road going through the Y Park is a much better idea than actually having the world's largest gazebo in the Y Park.
I think I'm going to agree with you on that one.
Yes.
The world's biggest gazebo, I'm glad we haven't heard much about that anymore.
No, I'm glad that kind of just got set to the side.
Well, luckily that concludes Civic News.
And now moving on to
Warrior Sports.
First off, in Warrior Sports, let's hit the tennis links and where Warriors met up with Goldendale. Warriors boys took on Goldendale, and Warriors boys came out with 2-2 against Goldendale, splitting the scores. And the girls came out on top, beating the Goldendale girls 5-0. Congratulations, Warrior girls.
Awesome results right there. Cannot wait to get an interview with the tennis coach and some of these all-star tennis athletes of the Cleon Roslin High School sports. Congratulations on that win. And we're actually down at the softball game where they're playing this last Tuesday, and we got an interview with Cheryl Singer during that game and a couple all-star softball players. Check out an interview with them.
I'm Cheryl Singer, head softball coach.
And what do we have going on out here?
We have a JV softball game going on behind us today.
And the season started, right?
It did, yes. We are 3-1, so we are 2-0 in league and 3-1 overall.
Oh, wow. How do you see the season going so far?
You know, I think we're going to have a great season. I have a lot of depth this year. I have a lot of offensive possibilities in my lineup this year, and you know, I just think we're going to do really well in league, and I think we'll do just as well in postseason. You know, top 3 go to state this year. Well, it started last year instead of top 4, and so it's a really close race to get into that 1, 2, or 3 seed. But we have a great group and some good depth, so I think we'll do just fine.
That's great. What do you see different this season than last?
More maturity. We were really young last year, and we're kind of starting to crawl out of that. So definitely kind of a good group that's getting older. Our next game is our first home game. It's going to be on April 12th against LaSalle, and it is a league game.
Is it home or away?
It is home, and it's a Saturday.
You confident about it?
Yes, I think we'll do just fine.
We're 3-1 so far. Looking forward to a good year.
Did any of you guys play last year?
Yeah, she's a freshman, but we were starters last year.
How do you see the season different this year as last year?
We're all more experienced. We have a couple freshmen in key spots, but last year we had key spots, all underclassmen, or key spots pretty much. Like our pitcher, or me as a pitcher, our catcher, you, Courtney, everywhere we were all underclassmen, and so this year we're all a year advanced and better, and our skills have developed.
So who you guys playing next?
LaSalle.
How do you guys feel about that upcoming game?
Good. Pretty good. They're usually, they've gotten better, but they're usually a good W. And
Are they usually not a good team?
well, not in the past, but I guess they've improved a lot.
Congratulations, Cheryl Singer, on kicking butt. And here are the scores from a game that happened earlier versus Granger. The Cleon Roslin Warrior softball girls dominated the field. Game 1, it was 16-2. And game number 2, it was 34-2. Wow. Great job on the bats, pitching, fielding, every way around right there, taking on Granger.
Very impressive. And the Warriors boys met up with Granger, sweeping the scoreboard. A solid 40-0 in the first game and 40-1 in the second game. You may ask why the score was so high without them calling quits. These two scores took place before the 5th inning and before the even 10-run rule.
Before they could 10-run them, yep.
Yep, they stopped stealing, they put in the JV, there was nothing that could be done about it, you know? I mean,
But
except for getting your kids down and saying strike out and then making the other team feel bad. I guess the other team was having fun.
Yeah, that's good.
My cousin Sandy went to the game and she watched it, and they all had a smile on the face, the kids were happy.
That's important.
But Colby got a little grief from Nat Cheese about it.
Did he?
About running up the score so high.
I could definitely see 40-0, but when you do everything you can
In your power.
In your power, instead of having people strike out on their own.
Don't steal.
Yeah,
you know,
your
don't
morality
get off.
goes down after that, and you don't want your kids to do that. So I understand. Hey, it's hitting practice, they're playing baseball, but hey, we got a big win. And Granger's never been a strong baseball program. We've always beat Granger over 20 runs. And they always beat us in basketball by always 30 points, so who cares?
It balances out.
Yeah, it balances out.
Yep. Next week we'll have an interview with Colby Sherrill talking about this game and games to come. A big congratulations, and I'm going to throw this out there to Dawson McLaughlin. I believe this was his first game on the field. Yep.
No, last
Second?
week was
Okay, second game on the field, and he was knocking them out of the park.
And Killian O'Connor too hit a big double on his first bat at ever on the varsity level. So congratulations on that.
And that concludes
Warrior Sports. Thank you everybody for watching this week's INTV Team Action News. We want to thank all of our sponsors for making it happen with Jeff, Eddie, Regan, and myself every single week in your living rooms, bringing us to you guys and letting you guys know what's going on in the Upper Kittitas County. And again, if you'd like some more foot traffic in that business, give us a call 649-3940, Facebook us, text us, whatever you can to make sure that we are in your living room.
And we're going to shut down tonight's episode by wishing a few people some happy April birthdays. Starting off on April 3rd, Chris Fudaz and Raven Crow.
Happy birthday. On April 4th, happy birthday to Charlie Whitney and Pat Chase. Happy birthday.
And on the 6th, happy birthday to Sammy Stevenson.
And on April 9th, happy birthday to Shelly Saga, Jason and Corey Zapel, and Smiley Hinajos. And happy birthday to, on April 1st, this was Josie Weiss's birthday and Frida, my little dog's birthday. So happy birthday to you two.
There you go.
Yeah, 2 little special birthdays on April Fool's Day.
This has been a couple local boys.
Trying to shoot some local news for you April 3rd, 2014. Make sure to love us, like us, whatever you can on Facebook.
Love us on Facebook.
Might as well.
Show us
Better than
love.
like. Show some love. I'm Nolan Weiss.
I'm Jeffrey Jorgensen.
Couple local boys.
I already said that.
My bad.
Let's check out. Damn it, sorry.
The robots.
Did he call them robots?
Yeah.
Like frame the dish and him like directly.
Just perfectly?
Yeah, sorry.
Because they're
The chair's squeaking a lot.
Yeah, it is. I know I need to get some
You want to switch it
WD.
with the other one? What is it?
Is it like a kid's movie?
Yeah, it's a team. Like,
This one
kinda
is?
like a vampire. Like it's not
Like a
like
Twilight
vampire
kind of movie.
Twilight
Oh.
movies.